Another podcast. Viva France! France!
Welcome back to Let's Talk About Skating. I'm Ava. You might know me as Journey Back to the Ice on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Je m'appelle Melissa.
Ooh.
Oh.
I am Ice Forging Steel on Instagram and TikTok.
I am Madeline. I am MJ Skates with a Z on Instagram and TikTok.
And today we're here to discuss the Grand Prix De France.
France!
Okay, well, I guess before we get into the Grand Prix de France, we were doing some
We had some skating today.
Grand Prix de Burnsville.
Grand Prix.
Hey, Burnsville. Autumn Skate Fest.
Autumn
Skate
Skate Fest.
We should recap how that went.
Yes.
We did okay.
good.
Yeah, we
That
did
was
fine.
good.
You both did really good.
Yeah.
Like, I got lots of second place.
Yeah,
all
it
over.
was
Go for silver.
Go for silver.
Right?
G for silver.
Go for silver. I landed my axle again.
And I fell on my axle.
But you landed your
again.
first one.
I
Yes.
always do.
Right,
I don't
that's
think
true.
I've ever fallen on that one.
That's true.
But we can focus on that
Focus
you
on
landed
the
your
one.
axle and got your personal best score, right?
We both got personal best scores.
I feel like you can't complain about your
No.
skate if you got your personal best score.
No, okay, that's fair. Madeline's here to keep us in check.
Right, okay.
Please, man.
Right, but we also wanted to thank you guys for all of the views and downloads and listens and all of the great feedback and all of those 5-star reviews.
Thank you.
They're fantastic. So good job to you. And continue to tell your friends.
Yeah. Share it with your friends. Share
Yes.
it with your grandma. Share it with your uncle.
Share it with anybody who
Cat.
might sort of like figure skating.
You want to spread the news and joy of skating? Just send it to everyone.
There are no edge calls here.
That was good.
There might be.
Wow.
Judge Madeline coming into.
Okay.
I judged today. I'm getting judgy.
Did you hand out an edge call today?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
No, it was all 6.0.
Okay.
Aw.
And it was all like Aspire and basic
Did
skills.
you give any of the Aspire kids like a 0 because of their half Lutz?
We try to avoid zeros.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
It's
good
mostly
to know.
for accounting purposes.
Okay.
But it
Is
was
it hard to like count up the zeros?
I don't really know. That's just what they told us. I haven't done it before. I'm not well experienced, but it was really fun.
Okay.
Yeah. We had a good
And
time.
some of those little kids skated so well.
Oh,
Yeah.
they did.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Like you think they're in Aspire and you're like, "Oh, you're looks like you should have a double axle."
Tiny ones. Because they always are. Okay. So we competed today, but we really want to talk about
France.
Go ahead.
I don't know. What do you want me
Well,
to start
like-
with? Where should we? What do we?
I'm
Let's
gonna
at the
start
very beginning.
by taking off my mustache.
Oh, are you?
I'm allergic
Okay.
to it.
Oh, I think I'll take mine off too.
Okay, I
then.
guess we're taking off the mustaches.
I'm sorry.
Hey guys, those weren't real. I don't know if you knew.
Mine was.
Yeah. She just ripped the whole thing off. So lots of wacky / historical things happened at this event.
Yes.
Skating news, yes.
Skating. I feel like we should have it. Like a news sound.
One day we'll
sign.
have a secondary camera and just the board.
Breaking
So
news.
that's what we're doing.
In Burnsville, Minnesota, in France.
In Burnsville, France.
I'm trying to do a news voice. You could do a news voice.
In Burnsville, France. I don't think there's a Burnsville in France.
There's not.
But Amber Glenn got her first Grand Prix win.
Yes.
We were watching along as we were waiting for our spins challenge, and there was much rejoicing in there in the lobby.
Yeah.
Mikhail Shidorov, a producer, put that in syllables so I could almost get that right, maybe. Made history by being the first person to land the triple quad. Nobody noticed. I've seen the replay because I didn't watch that one.
It's just like nothing
It's
happened.
like bloop bloop, and I'm
just
like,
like, oh.
pardon me, was that what I think it was? And it was
They made history.
amazing,
Amazing.
amazing.
Which was very contrary to the men's short where they all basically fell.
Yeah.
And it was
the men were menning. They did not have a great.
the 7th worst average men's short program at a Grand Prix event in history.
That's a lot.
And some of the falls were like just skating forward and then
Were they really?
ass.
I
Yeah.
didn't see them. Oh my gosh, I didn't see it. I had no idea.
Can you say donkey on this podcast?
We are grown.
We'll splice in an eating donkey.
We'll just put in a little. It sounds worse. It sounds worse. Oh my god. But it was the first time in a men's Grand Prix competition that none of the top 3 skaters in the short program earned a medal in the free skate. Now, what does that say?
Like,
they I can't say that. They wasted all their energy on the short.
yeah, they really did.
Right? Like, and I haven't seen it.
Which some people, that's their strategy.
Right.
In this case, it was a bad one.
Yeah, in
A
this
real bad
case,
one.
it didn't go over well. Amber Glenn had 2 things with her short program score. 1, highest short program score so far in the 24-25 season with a 78.14. And the highest American women's short score ever recorded. And her short
Internationally.
And her short score was higher than all of the men's.
Which is
Come
come on,
Which is
guys.
insane.
Tail.
Come on, men.
boys. Let's go.
It's a girl's world.
It's a women's world, and you're just
Who
living
run
it.
the world? Girls!
Girls?
Amber Glenn.
Amber Glenn. Okay, so who are our top 5?
I would know this, but I'm gonna be honest. I had like 4 events this weekend, and I was.
We're a little punchy if you
we're-
couldn't tell.
We're a little out of it.
Amber.
Also, I didn't really want to watch a lot of the events in case they fell because before your event you don't want to see people fall.
Right.
No. Bad juju.
I did
Okay.
watch the women's event though.
So our top 5 are Sarah Everhart. Oh, I said it right last night. Cheon?
Cheon Kim.
Kim.
Cheonkin.
Rian, Sumiyoshi, Wakaba, and Amber Glenn. Those are our top 5. So, are we starting with Sarah?
Yeah.
Sarah.
Okay, so Sarah's pretty new to the senior scene. She did junior? Did she do junior worlds?
This was her first Grand Prix, right?
Well, I thought she's done junior one. Well,
Senior
yeah.
Grand
Senior
Prix.
Grand Prix.
Senior for sure. I think for a lot of viewers, she came onto the scene at U.S. Nationals, and she had that amazing. She made the podium. She made bronze.
She's good, great.
Yeah, it was amazing. I love watching that. And then her short program is everything Brady's was lacking, in my opinion. I feel like it gave us what we wanted.
Yeah.
It was so good. Watching that before a competition, that gets you in the zone. That is like...
You know what my note was? Can we stop with the Irish dancing?
Oh, I know.
But
That's a thing
honestly,
this year.
she did it really well,
great.
though.
Yeah,
Especially
she did
it being Riverdance. It always makes me think of Jason, but...
Nothing compares to you.
We have
But-
to bring Jason up every podcast, you guys.
Okay, but to do Riverdance, and I loved it. It was beautiful. Her dress, the
dress.
the beading on that,
Gorgeous.
so pretty.
Yes, producer loves
I
the
like
dress.
the dress. Yeah.
But yes, the dress. I literally say, "Wow, so many stones." That's
Yep.
what I said.
So it's by the designer in... It's either Japan or
I love
Korea.
that you know this.
And it's Edge Piece. I don't know. I'll have to look it up on Instagram. They make amazing dresses. And when I saw this, I already saw that they debuted it on their Instagram account. Gorgeous dress. Gorgeous. It looks lovely in person. The color suits her because she's partially... I don't know what's happening with Oliver over there.
Producer just had Oliver sit on their lap.
Oliver's a cat, who those that don't know.
Look at Oliver's face here walking across the screen. That's editor Ava's job, so just
Yep.
remember that.
Yes. Anyway,
This is the note.
I literally took a picture of the TV of her dress just because it was that
it's
fantastic.
that good. I know.
And the way it flowed with her jumps. I mean,
Yeah.
she has just this je ne sais quoi about... Because we're
She
in
does.
France.
Je ne sais quoi. Fromage.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a really bad photo,
That's
but
but
it's
it's
so
still
good.
it's still good.
Ugh.
I literally said triple toe, wow.
flawless.
It was
Sounds about
flawless.
right.
And then I said, how did she land that Lutz? Because it was so off axis, and she was just she's like, I'm not
She
falling.
held on, though. She was...
Stop. Teach me your ways.
Like, just
Well,
being... Just being that well composed at your first Senior Grand Prix is impressive.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, I would get crushed with the nerves, but she handled that really well.
You guys and your nerves.
You
know.
You
Yeah,
have the problem too,
yeah.
Melissa.
I already apologized.
But
to
mine
Kate
isn't
today about
nerves. Mine is my brain's dumb. Mine isn't nerve.
Your brain controls your...
But I don't have any nerves.
Oh, I see what you
get
mean.
nervous like you guys do.
Melissa's a performer.
She's getting ready for the competition. I was like, I'm gonna go out and skate, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to vomit. I want to not be
She
here.
says
I
to
wanna drop
me, we're on our warm up for a spins event, and she skates by. She goes, I'm gonna vomit. And I looked at her, I'm like, no, you're not.
I was serious too. I really thought I was. I think the judges were concerned for me.
She did not vomit.
Good.
Yeah.
I-
Okay. What else for Sarah?
Well,
Okay, she does. I was really...
Really?
Producer says, skating scores tweeted, Sarah said, why miss jumps when you can land them?
And that's exactly what she did.
did.
I don't know how she pulled it out because I watched it go up and I went,
so her coach is Ilya's dad, and I think
Really?
yes. Okay.
And so I'm
That's
pretty
why.
sure the environment that they train in is they're probably running their programs at least 3 times a day.
That's
That
insane.
sounds crazy, but I feel like
No,
they
Ava,
talked
that's what
about it.
normal people do, Ava.
not 3 times.
Ava doesn't.
Ava doesn't run programs. Ever.
And if I ran my program, I would have come in first today. So that's run your programs.
And change your laces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have your blades adequately sharpened.
Yes, please.
Do what you can control. You can
Right?
control your brain, but that's less
Kind of.
controllable.
That's different.
It is different.
Okay.
But she had this one moment where she did her triple Lutz and landed it and went directly into a spin.
yeah,
It was
Yeah.
It was so good. That was, and it was like the opening jump to
Yep.
the spin, wasn't it?
Yep.
And it was
And I'm like,
flawless.
I do that.
That's
It
like
doesn't look that
a
good.
scary choice.
It is. It is.
Good.
Yeah.
What about her free? Unless you had more to say about the short.
No, but I gotta pull up my other note.
Her free for me, like, I do think Firebird is a good choice for her, but I think it does not give what the short program is giving. It's kind of 2-dimensional.
It doesn't give me fire or bird.
Yeah.
Like, I want her to go and watch a video of the ballet because there's an intensity that's lacking.
Yep.
Like, it might come by the end of the season, but you can't just Firebird. You can't half-ass Firebird.
She's doing it, but she's not doing it.
Donkeys are allowed on the podcast
Yeah.
today.
You know how you say sometimes a piece of clothing is not wearing the person, or the person is not wearing the clothing.
Clothing's wearing them.
the person.
Yeah.
Firebird is wearing Sarah.
Yeah.
And I think, especially when she had those moments where in the ballet they do that kind of move like the bird, and she did that throughout the program, but it was very much like, I'm doing it because my choreographer told me to do it. I'm not doing it because I feel the
no
music.
belief.
Yes.
There was no belief there. I said in big letters, I want so much more drama.
Yeah.
There needs to be drama. Firebird is drama.
Figure skating is drama. Firebird is drama. You have to... There's drama in figure skating.
And I don't know if it's because during the long she's focused on getting the elements done
Right.
and not the skating in between. But the problem is, I think the short, if you have both, she had the energy and she had the elements. In the long, she lacked that. Producer would like a
Producer
piece of
needs
bread.
baguette. It's baguette.
Well,
We gotta be French.
baguette. It's baguettes.
You
want to?
Who's gonna turn down baguette? Like, come on, y'all.
good.
It's really good.
Oh, okay, I will say, though,
She
even...
skated beautifully.
She did. She got all positive GOE.
Yeah.
Yes, she had all green lights.
Yeah, she was. It was just her. Did Amber have all in the short? Did she have all?
Amber-
Amber in the long, she did not.
Long, she did not. No, she still skated well, but
But
yeah,
Sarah was one of very few that had all
yes,
green.
yeah,
Which is
agreed.
for figure skating, it's very hard to get all positive GOE.
Tis, because judges are judges.
I do have in my notes, how does she do her mental skills just following the process? Debbie, or my coach, keep this ambiguous.
Well,
Right.
Debbie's already been mentioned before.
Debbie's already been
That's true.
mentioned before.
She's watching.
I'm
Hi,
sure
Debbie.
she.
Hi, Debbie! But one thing Debbie always says, or one thing in figure skating, is just following the process. That's been big for me lately. Like, it doesn't matter how you feel. it does, but you're still gonna do the thing and follow the process. I mean that in like a not toxic way.
Yeah, no,
like
you're totally right.
I'm gonna do the jump scared. I'm still gonna get set, do this, go up. And I feel like Sarah does that very well.
Yeah.
And that showed.
Yeah, I agree.
Even when she got out from her long program, she was just like,
Right.
it was what it was. And it was still beautiful. So it's like, wow, if that's her baseline, what is her training schedule?
Yeah.
I would like to
We
know.
would like some notes, please. Kate always says to me, I don't care how it feels. It looks fine. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
but I think she's
fine.
coming from a point where, as the
totally
skater,
is.
you feel like it was donkey, but it wasn't. It was unicorn. It was unicorn magic.
I'm going to use it from now on. Oh, Kate, that was a little donkey. You needed more unicorn.
JoJo see one hitting a unicorn, sprinkling some magic skating dust. That should be our merch.
Totally should be our merch. A unicorn with dust.
Use JoJo Siwa.
No,
We'll
but
get
it could
all
be
of us riding
we
a
could.
unicorn.
It could be Oliver riding a unicorn.
I like this idea.
Yeah, Oliver on a unicorn sprinkling skating dust. Okay,
Fourth place.
fourth place. I'm gonna
Cheon Kim.
Cheon Kim. I almost missed your short program because my boyfriend Zachary I asked him to tell me tell me who's in the top 6. I'll watch the top 6.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't see Kim. She's not listed. And I was like, did she withdraw?
Oh my god.
Why did she withdraw? And then she got second place.
She's like,
what?
So I almost missed your short program.
We're blaming Zachary.
the short was good though. That because it was
Tron.
Because
It was
thought
fun.
It was the Matrix at first, but it was not. It wasn't.
Here's my notes. Tron explains the costume. Thanks. I hate it.
It was a little dominatrix-esque.
Yeah.
That's a really good way to put it.
And I think it
Yeah.
was the thigh-high boots, and it.
Yeah.
I loved it with the choreo.
Yes,
I hate it as a costume.
Yep.
I love it as a
everything,
package, if that
was
makes
good.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it fit her personality well for that short.
I said that Triple Lutz covered a ton of ice. It was huge. And that it was a brilliant skate. Those were my only notes.
Edge quality for the short.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of sad that she fell apart a little bit in the long. And I think she was disappointed. The long was hard.
Yeah.
Ouch, triple toe. Ah!
Dude,
That's what I
I literally have the
sat
same
there
thing.
for so
How
long.
triple toe.
We're like, oh, we've all felt that.
And it was like a moment where she didn't get up right away too, and I even think like the announcer was like, "Oh, that
did.
was a hard fall."
I
But
think
she
it
re-
might have knocked the wind out of her.
Yeah.
She fell on her hip, like so.
Oh, I know. She needs that hip pad
But-
thing that I've got.
She recovered, and
She
the
did.
next jump she landed was gorgeous.
Yeah,
When she jumps, she's just like flies. It's so
Her rotation
airy.
is so tight.
yes.
Like her air position, gorgeous.
Teach us your ways,
Yeah. Yeah.
please.
Yeah. What does that feel like?
Like riding a unicorn.
Oh, see, we're getting this.
We are.
It's totally unicorns. Producers saying no unicorns. Hey, no one's got copyrights on unicorns.
Yeah, it's free game.
A free game.
And
Free
no
real
one
estate.
copyrights Oliver.
No one copyrights Oliver. We should. We
we
might have
should.
to copyright
We-
Oliver and his Mao. He's up in the window back there.
Oh.
That's why I'm looking. Oh, okay. Okay.
number 3. No.
No.
Oh.
Do we have anything else we want to say about Cheon Kim?
The only other note I had was her spiral was lovely.
Yeah,
Because you know how I love a spiral.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I loved the long program dress. I feel like that was like a very. At first, I hated it, and then
Right, and I'm like, that's what I said. I'm not sure how I feel
it
about
went
this
with the
dress.
music.
It went
At
with
the
the
end,
music.
I would say the second half of the program it fit a lot better than the first half for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. Totally. All right. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Speak now, forever hold your peace. Rion.
I think the best way to describe her would be flow.
Yes.
So
Like,
yeah. From her short, she didn't need to step out of that flip. That is exactly what I
know.
typed.
And you could tell she was mad about it.
She was mad,
Yep.
and
was
that
like-
was what triggered me to write it. Like she didn't need to do that. And then the second note was, "I love me a jumpy spin," because she did one of those spins that she like got into position and then jumped the other foot and then jumped back.
Yeah.
And then did the little flip jump out, right? Where they do the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
the butterfly
yeah.
part out of it. It was
Yeah, yeah.
really pretty.
And it's hard to do that smooth. There's some skaters that do that and it just looks slow and like, ugh. Like,
you
oh, that's
wanna
really holding
die.
on. But I guess you got the level.
Right?
Yeah, just barely.
What do you mean
Got a
level
lot of
4?
negative GOE.
Right? But still. Yeah, and so controlled.
Yep.
Was the other thing that I had from her short. Like, it was just perfectly in the box. It was like, that's how I planned it. That's how I did it. Check, go.
Well, and she was happy. She was genuinely
Yes.
happy to be there.
Yep.
And I feel like Amber was too, but everyone else seemed they seemed like Ava, very nervous, and the nerves got the best of them. Especially like the French woman, kind of backtracking. I said last week that France doesn't have a strong senior women's team kind of going, which proved correct because they ended up in the bottom 3.
And were you talking about Clemence?
So Clemence is new, and I think
So good, though. The dresses
she
were
has
so
so
good.
much potential because
Yes.
she has like the feisty energy and the fight, and I think she's just so young that she doesn't have the experience of how to recover from those moments.
Yeah, I felt really bad for her.
I did
know.
too.
That was a hard watch.
And I feel like Laureen Sheen.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I feel so bad. She had an amazing Grand Prix season last year, and then this event, it wasn't good.
No.
Yeah,
It's all right.
Yeah.
So Rion's long?
her
Yes.
dress.
Oh, one more thing about
Stunning.
the short program. She had this one hair cutter and the speed she got on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Her
Amazing.
spins
Fantastic.
were stunning.
Anyways, long program.
Long program. You liked the dress.
So I liked the dress, but I didn't like the hairstyle with the dress. I think that's what, if it was a bun, it would have been the whole package. Because I don't mind the hairpiece.
Yeah.
And I think when I heard is it Benoit that made this program as well? And I feel like whenever Benoit makes programs, there's always like a whole storyline to it. And this storyline was about how like she like plants getting energy. And
I did
TPT
get that.
or
Yeah.
something.
I did hear that
So
part.
I kind of got that from the dress. It is missing something for me. I think if it was asymmetrical in the skirt, I would have liked it more.
Yeah, I literally just said, "What is this dress?"
It's a lot.
I
going
didn't
on.
like it. There was a lot. Like,
Yeah.
pick a thing.
That's actually, my mom walked in when I was watching it. She's like, just pick a color. Which was I really like the dress, for the record.
What bothered me the most was that it was mostly blue on one side, and then it was all the other colors on the other side. It was unbalanced, I think.
It
is
was
what
like
it
they
is.
cut it down. I gotta be close. It was like they cut it down the middle.
Kind
I
of.
couldn't decide.
Yeah, totally agree. Anyway, that's the dress. But the flow of the double axle triple toe.
Oh my goodness.
So good.
Distance.
The quad was almost there.
I think she just leaned too far forward.
Yeah.
Did she still get more points, though, from doing that than she would have a triple clean?
Probably.
I think she was really under and on 2 feet because she basically came down more than a quarter under. I mean, producer might have to, or whatever the detailed sheets, but I'm pretty sure the announcer
Did she get a
on the
fuck?
replay. She got a fuck. She got a. That sounds too much like.
That sounds really. It's a fall. No, she didn't fall, so she wouldn't have gotten
She
an F.
wouldn't get.
She would have just gotten a Q.
Probably the little carrots.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, it was the Pac-Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't like the Pac-Man.
No.
Does that mean she gets like the base value for a triple toe then, and then
I
negative GOE
think
from that?
so. I don't.
And I'm sure is
You
it
know, the next time I do my quad, I'll run this. Oh,
yeah, please do.
2.1.
2.1.
10. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it wasn't.
No.
Okay.
That's not.
I
That's not really.
No.
No.
But I mean, I think it was worth, if it's
Going
consistent
for
for going for it, it's
Yeah.
worth it. But
Yeah.
it didn't end up the way she wanted it to.
Oh, did she win the warm up? Is that what they were saying?
I don't know.
I don't know. Because I didn't watch the warm up. I definitely fast
Yeah, I
forwarded
know. I was
through
like,
it.
oh.
Yeah. Oh wait, do we need our guest to cut some more baguette? Hold on, this is important.
What's also important is that the rest of you need to eat some, because this is just going to be cuts of me eating all of the baguette.
Yeah. What did we think about the dress?
Did
we talk about the dress?
Yeah, mixed feelings,
We did.
I think is what we felt.
Yeah, I had lots of stones. That was a note I actually took.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is where I went. The French audience loves to clap.
They
Oh,
do.
They are very into it.
Some of it was really offbeat, though.
So the dress we have mixed feelings on.
Yeah,
but
I
it was-
loved the Enya music.
Was that Enya?
I thought it was, maybe it's not Enya.
I don't know. I wasn't paying.
I don't
close
even know.
attention.
I think that's music that Debbie and I would let me skate to. That made no sense grammarly.
No, but I knew what you meant. We knew what you meant.
Yeah, I really liked that.
Okay.
She also had a change of edge spin on a cannonball.
Yeah,
She
that
did.
was different.
She-
She did.
Like,
that
how?
must have. I'd have never seen that before.
No.
And did she get it called? Because that was like, it looked kind of like a cannonball not going right, but I think it was just because the edge is something we're not used to seeing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and think about that balance. Because you know how hard it is to stay over that foot on the
guess
cannonball.
Instead of leaning to the left, you're now leaning to the
Right.
right. It's just weird.
And that's where I keep falling out of it. Because I'm like,
I would do a butt spin. I'd be like, "Ooh."
right. But no. Okay. Well,
She also noticed her boots looked like they were dying.
yes, her
Yeah.
boots looked like they were dying. Several skaters' boots looked like they were dying. I'm like, girl, you've got those taped for your life.
Ugh.
And I think it's just because maybe when they sign on to do the Grand Prix, it's like me where I kept thinking, it's good, and then it's not good. And then
It's
it's too
suddenly
late.
not good.
Should we
Anything
move
else?
on?
I think so. So, Wakaba.
Love her.
Wakaba, we love her. We love a Wakaba.
We do. She was really good.
Was this short dress a different dress?
No, it was the same.
Was it? Because I don't remember the green, and we all know how I love
I
green.
think the lighting looked different. I think it looked blue or teal out of Skate America.
Oh, okay.
Because it was, I think it's always been green.
Okay, that makes sense. Because that was my note. Like, is this what it is?
Or she has a dress that looks exactly like that one in
Right.
teal. So.
Right. Probably lighting. That'd be the most thing. Let me just read these because as I wrote them, I'm like, opening axle. Yes. Wow. Triple Lutz, triple toe. Gorgeous triple flip. She's so amazing to watch. She gave great face. Like,
Yeah.
that's all I got.
I think the short program fits her so well.
Oh, it's so good.
That is, we all have thoughts about the long program, but we'll get to that in a second. But the short program,
Yep.
that's her. I think that's her.
Yep. I agree. Like, if the long was more like the short.
Yep.
She'd be so good.
So good.
Her double axle in both the short and the long was gorgeous.
Again, all of the Japanese skaters have this flow that it's like skate, jump, skate. Like, there's no
And they
stop.
have power in their jumps.
Yes.
Their skating skills right now are dominating the circuit, and their jumps are so powerful.
Yep, I agree with that. Totally
Yep.
agree with that. All right. Go ahead.
I noticed a few skaters that have, including Wakaba, that have grab camel spins that don't pull up into something, and I just feel like that's lacking something.
Maybe they just have quads that are tight like mine, Madeline.
Well, roll out.
Wow. I think I was just called out.
I also have a really tight
Yeah.
muscles, so
Yeah.
I can't talk.
I'm
I'm
like,
just broken, so.
you're just broken. I just can't find my foot. That's my problem.
But other than that, I loved everything about that short program. It was great. And then she had this really cool spot in the knee slide coming out of a spin where she just kind of slowed it to really match the music, and it was beautiful.
So good.
Yep. I agree with that. She did. What about the long?
Should we talk about the
The
music
music.
first so that we can end on a positive?
Okay.
My favorite part of the music
We love you, Wakaba.
was when producer text messaged, "What was this music? There was a boy." And I'm like, okay, but Nature Boy on its own is a killer jazz tune. Like a killer jazz tune. It's an old Nat King Cole tune. But I love that version that she skates to. But I don't love it with the other music.
There's no connection.
None.
And my problem is the dress, like, as a designer, you listen to the music when you design the dress, and you kind of, hopefully, the skater has sent you pictures or videos of their program, and you kind of get a feel for what it should look like. That dress, Nature Boy, I don't see that. I could see running up the hill with that,
Yeah.
but again, I still don't think that design works with it either. So for me, it's clashing music, clashing design. I think it's too pale and it washes her out.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I hadn't even thought
I
about
just
that
don't,
part.
the color, why we like the short one is I think the colors work for her.
Yes,
It does. You're right.
Yeah, it's a great color. Plus, it's green, and we all know I love green. Yeah.
It's just, music makes no sense. But
But
the skating itself,
It was so muted, yes.
producer has comments.
the color was muted. Yes.
And I even think the song choice felt muted. Like, she's a powerful skater, and that is not.
It's not helping her.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
be
working
curious
against her.
if I listened to that whole version of Nature Boy. I suspect it goes somewhere towards the end because that's how that song goes. So they picked the muted section of Nature Boy and put it with like a muted section of Running Up That Hill.
There's no build.
There's no build.
That's the problem.
It's all build up. There's no release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it's
Because
missing.
even at the change, it's the build-up part of,
Totally.
But on a positive side, she had a super fast, snappy loop.
Yeah.
I wrote double loop. That wasn't accurate.
No, it's all right.
And then her energy and her step sequence was phenomenal. She had great dynamics. It was a joy to watch.
Yeah.
I just wish the music fit with it.
Right.
But
I think that's what makes it hard to watch is, like, she's such a powerful skater, and it's so, like, her skating skills are beautiful, but that dress and that music combo, all you're thinking about is how that's just, it doesn't work with anything you're seeing.
Yep. Totally that. I have the combo. Damn is what I wrote. And I don't know what combo it was because it was like,
Was it the one where she had the toe on the end?
was it a triple toe maybe?
That's what I think.
No.
That one I was like,
Right. And I think that's maybe what it was. And then she is just so powerful. Gosh, I could watch her skate all day. And then more French clapping.
yeah.
yeah.
Why were they doing that for that song?
I don't know. And that's what drives me
And it was
nuts.
not on beat.
It was
No.
not. It was just a tad behind.
They made the song worse.
I think
Oh.
this does have to get cut out.
No, I think we're okay.
We'll see.
It's just.
Let's let producer review it later.
Wait. Triple Lutz, double axle, double toe. That's what it was.
Wow, okay.
12.9.
That's
really
probably
good.
what the combo I was talking about was. Yeah. Yeah. It was fantastic. It was one of those, like, I noticed it so much I wrote it down.
Yeah.
So.
Are we moving on to Amber?
Yeah.
I just love seeing her skate. It made me so happy to see her
I
back.
love her exuberance. Like, she's so happy. The kiss and cry, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was such a relief for her to just get that out of the way and get it done. And I'm like, girl, we are all 1,000,000% behind
What's frustrating though is I really think that the rest of her program really depends on how well or how bad she does the triple axel.
Yep.
you. You think so?
Yeah, because I think she kind of stepped out of it or did something weird in the lawn program, and then the rest of her jumps, she just wasn't as confident as she was in the short.
Right. Okay, that's valid.
Did you hear that the choreographer she worked with, she said, I have really bad ADHD, so we
Yes.
need to design this program where I don't lose my mental stability.
Correct.
And I think it's...
Maybe that's my problem.
It needs some tweaking, I think, because she did get caught up over the triple axel. It wasn't that bad. She just
It
stepped
wasn't
out of
as
it.
bad,
It
no.
really wasn't bad. But I do think that's her own... She's her own worst enemy.
She is. 1,000,000%. So, notes from the short. I love this dress. I love the back. Mm-hmm. The triple axle, OMG. Flip toe, huge. Triple loop, yas, is what I wrote. And I said, it's a very Janet Jackson dress.
Yes! Oh, it is! You think of the Rhythm Nation!
It's exactly what I thought of. And it's a Lisa McKinnon, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
It's a good Lisa dress.
It is
good. Sorry.
That short was amazing.
Short was amazing. Like, she couldn't have, well, that's why she got the scores she got.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well deserved.
Yeah, hugely deserved. Yes. I don't know what I would have done if I was judging. Because I couldn't have put in scores. I'd have been like,
Instead of pressing the button
Right?
for the GOA, I'd be like,
right? I would have
oh
just sat
no,
there
and I
open
put all
mouth,
fives
right?
in.
Be like,
Just like, Amber.
it'll be great. Yeah.
Why I wouldn't be a good judge.
No, we're not. No. Long.
I don't love the music for the lawn, honestly. Maybe that's just me.
Producers got thoughts.
Producers got thoughts. Same thought.
Would you like to third person your thoughts via whiteboard?
Okay. Give us some third person. I'll go.
Maybe. Oh, you go.
Triple axel. You didn't need that hand down. You didn't need that hand down.
That was aggressive.
That was.
But she knew it when she came
She did.
out.
That's how I
was
knew I
mad.
could say that because she knew she didn't need that arm down.
She knew she did that.
Triple flip, triple toe, great recovery, and then come on, the step out on the flip.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Just the confidence goes down after a while.
The little bobbles can be
Same.
fixed.
Yeah.
Same.
Producer
Overall, lovely skate.
thoughts on the music choice is that the story just isn't coherent, or we're not understanding the story.
Right.
We're not sure what it is.
Do we think it's the choreo, or do we think it's the music?
I think the
or
choreography's
is it
lacking
both?
a little bit.
It's both, and then
Okay.
the dress, it just blends in.
Because
I love
we
the
go-
dress.
me
but
too.
It blends in.
We have that perfectly packaged Janet Jackson dress
Yeah.
powerhouse number.
And then
what is everybody's kind of got this powerhouse short, and then all of a sudden we've got a long.
it's like the long was an afterthought for a lot of these
Yes.
skaters.
Yes.
She was a fairy.
She was.
Let's edit in Amber flying around as a little fairy.
Yes. I love that.
I think it just didn't draw me in the way the short did.
Yeah.
I wasn't as engaged,
Yeah.
and yeah. But once again, a wonderful classic
Great.
Amber Glenn double threes into a
Great.
gorgeous snappy triple loop.
I just don't understand how she has that control. I couldn't do it.
She makes it look so easy, and we know
Right.
it's not.
It just
No, it's
satisfies
not.
so
Anybody
good in
who's
my
ever
brain.
tried it knows darn well it's not.
Try it on a single loop.
Yeah,
See
try
how that
it,
goes for
right?
you.
Try it because you got a set and you just can't let anything rotate.
I'm gonna try it tomorrow.
Okay, we should get videos of us doing it
Film it.
tomorrow.
Should I try it? That's not happening.
Well,
Double
we do the single first.
double.
yeah, we'll
we
see
do
how the
single
single
first.
goes and
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah. All right. Anything else for Amber? We love you, Amber.
Amber, this is your year.
This is your year.
it.
This
Yes.
is our year. This
Well,
is your year.
And so she won this Grand Prix, and she has the points from winning nationals.
Yeah.
So basically, we're expecting to see her at the Grand Prix final.
Please.
Please, that's a lot of pressure. Maybe
No.
Amber, don't watch this.
Do we feel she was
In the
overscored?
long. In the long.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree. For the long, not the short.
Not the short. The
I haven't
short
looked at the
was-
numbers, so I just.
Her,
Ooh,
She
I knocked
wasn't
everything over almost.
giving enough to get.
I feel like her transitions and skating skills for the lawn program weren't up to par with some of the other skaters.
Okay, that I can understand.
Plus with the mistakes.
done
Yeah.
better in the past.
Okay,
And
so
scored lower. So it's a little.
related. My sister, who is here, you can't see her, also a former skater, came to watch me skate today. And she made a very good point. The judges aren't thinking about how they scored the other skaters necessarily.
Unless you're doing 6-0.
Well, unless you're doing 6-0. They're
like
really
thoughts.
they're really just putting in IJS numbers.
Yep.
Do you think that's part of it, where they're not comparing skating skills of Walkabout to skating skills of Amber? They're just putting in numbers.
I feel like there has to be no way, though, where they're still subconsciously thinking about how
Okay,
the other
so
skaters
judge-
skated.
Has told me this before.
Oh,
where IJS,
you have the T.
I have the T. Also, one of my competitors has also told me this, and it rings true. Watching my event today, I am very thankful where I was in the starting place, because I think it would have ended differently if I would have been in the first warm-up group versus the second. Because the judges take the first person, that's their base score. And so then the next person goes, if they're better, they get a little bit higher. If they're worse, they get lower. And so as you get down the list, you would notice that, like, I had the second highest score, and then everyone after me had a little bit less and a little bit less.
Huh.
But they still were in the 19s and the 18s. So it's like there's still some 6.0 subjectivity to it.
Okay.
And Judge has admitted this, and that's probably true, because
Yep.
you can't, there's no way to, I think, judge skating without being subjective to a degree. But I think they probably, I don't know, I feel like they probably watched things and they went, well, this was better than this person's. So
Right.
this is what I'm going to give it because I gave this other person this.
Right.
It's hard to
That's all.
rate something without having something to compare it to. It's, and I assume as judges go along, they probably get a lot better at that, but it's still
Right.
human. That's
Yeah.
just how humans think.
Well, and the other thing to tell our viewers is that you don't have to be a skater or have skated ever in your life to be a judge. You just need to know what you are judging. You do have to go through levels of training and get certification
true.
for all this. So, like, you're not just going out there not knowing what a Lutz is. But there are some judges, like, in local competitions where they don't skate. They've never skated in their life. They just love skating so much that they volunteer their time as being a judge.
And we thank them for that.
Yes, thank you.
And I say that so I get high scores.
When you're judging our events, think of us.
Think of us.
What are our final thoughts on Amber's skating?
I think the short was amazing. The long is where she should improve or could have room to improve for
Yeah.
the next competition. And I I don't want her to take time away from her short because I think her short has been consistently the best at all these competitions.
Yep.
But the long is not. It's not really giving.
No, it's not giving.
No.
It's one-dimensional.
Part of it, yeah.
I like the long is here and amber is here.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it.
So I remember back to when I was working with Kurt Browning on my choreo sequence. And I had just learned it, right? I'd known it like, 3 weeks. And I'm doing it for him. And I skate up to him and we're talking. And he goes, the girl standing here is animated and vocal and has all of this expression. And the girl doing that footwork and choreo sequence is not. Bring you to that. And that's what she's missing.
We didn't feel the amber energy in the lawn program.
And this goes back to kind of what producer was saying. Why she has such a muted song and the dress matches. Like, I like the dress. It's very muted, but it matches the song choice. But muted is not amber.
No.
And I think that was the wrong choice for her long.
That's a really good way to put it.
She's
because
not a
she's
muted
so
person.
vocal about everything. And that's why we like her.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish it was like she had two powerful. She was a fairy. Is that what she's a fairy?
She's a fairy.
I'm addicted to the free skates and just the skaters that are the power. I'm a war horse girl, or not the song war horses, but like the energy of like a strong, powerful skater.
Yes.
And I wanted more of that from her in the free. I got it in the short.
Who has a strong long? Like, think through who we've seen.
Ooh.
Nina?
Hold on. Rion.
Rion, yeah, Rion does.
Rion.
Actually, Rion might be... Rion and Reno, I think, have the strongest longs so far that we've seen.
Because I wanted to say Kaori, but...
Oh,
Alyssa's.
and Brady's is good with
That's
this,
exactly
but I think
it.
Alyssa's has the power.
Alyssa's got the pow.
Can we remind the viewers and me what their free skates are?
Disco for Alyssa.
Alyssa's in the gold dress.
Yes.
Black.
Yep.
Jazzy.
Brady.
Well,
Yeah.
it's disco.
Oh. Sorry.
Don't leave that cake out in the rain.
Yeah, don't leave your cake in the rain. And Brady's is Irish dancing, isn't it?
That's for short.
Is that a short?
Yeah. What's the music for her long?
I don't remember.
It's the Reputation dress.
It's the Reputation dress. It is.
It's
Yeah.
bad that I know
Oh,
what the dress
it's,
is, but not the...
it's the opera. Da 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 dun dun. That's the overture.
Producer's grabbing it.
Guys, it's Puccini. Turandot.
Yes.
Nest and Dorma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your guys' favorite moment of the women's event?
I think Rion's smile.
Oh,
Like, she just, when she got off, she was
so
just
cute.
Like, she's so happy.
Yeah.
And
Aw.
that's what I want to be.
It
After
was
my
when
programs.
Amber apologized to the audience about not skating clean.
When did she do
She did
that?
that in the kiss and cry.
Oh.
She's like,
apologized
I'm
for
sorry,
saying the S
guys.
word.
No, I don't think she did.
Oh, I thought you meant shit. And she went, oh,
No.
I can't swear on here.
No, I think it was because, and we couldn't really hear it, whatever
Yeah.
it was, but I think she was apologizing for not skating
Yeah.
clean.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Oh, another. Did you guys? I know we talked about this kind of. The magical producer and I texted about this. The TikTok music or Instagram reels music.
We have to talk about this.
I don't know whose music that was. That's what's killing me.
Okay, so Clemence, she skated. Clemence.
Because it's France. I'm eating it.
She had this. I don't even know what it's called. It's like this funky, scary music. My notes says specifically. Sorry, Debbie. Funky, scary TikTok music. Debbie would never let me skate to this.
Me and the Devil. Wait, no, that was the other lady, not Clemence. It was the girl who got second to last.
Yep.
It starts with an L and it's not Lauren Sheen.
I have it listed. Oh, Livia Kaiser.
Oh,
Yes.
wait.
She had the Me and the Devil music. Clemence had a it's like this intense kind of like
Wait, was it her short with the black bodysuit?
yes.
Or the blue dress?
It's her short. I don't remember which one it is, but it's this they use it as like this spooky, scary, like intense.
I know what you're talking about, and I was like,
It's like weirdly instrumental and it's really repetitive.
It was very meh.
I don't I think I would really like her as a skater when she's on the top of her game, but that song doesn't
Her
work.
short music is Black Panther.
Oh, that's what
really?
I thought.
Yep.
Okay.
Her long music is I don't speak French.
One of the other girls from France, did she have an Indila song? Yeah, she had. It's
Okay.
not Love Story. It's
Hold on, I can pull it up.
what is the another dance. The French translation is Another Dance. So she had that.
That
one.
was Lorraine.
That's overused.
Yeah.
Yeah, Turner Danse La Vie.
Oh, is that the one of the
Écoutez-moi.
I have Indila's music on my phone.
Oh,
Is it that one? The
Voilà, 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 voilà qui je suis. Me voilà même si.
you guys, they tell us how much they practice when we go in and look.
Oh, wow.
Practice in the low season, 20 hours a week. Practice in the high season, 18 hours in the week.
Copyright. Oh, It's
Yeah, duh.
It's the one that goes. It's got the dun 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 dun. dun. That's a bad rendition of it. That is not what it sounds like. It's got the little chimey thing to the beat, and then it's got the cello part that's like dong dong.
But it
Oh ma douce souffrance.
really doesn't work for a skating program, and it's so repetitive. My ears cringed a little bit listening to it, and I really don't want to be mean, but that's how it felt. I did not enjoy that.
Yeah.
I think
It didn't
hated
help
the
her
Me
at all.
and the Devil one more because it's
you
all
really?
over TikTok, and I'm
See,
sick
and
of
I don't
it.
watch TikTok that much.
I'm kind of hoping though that she's
Chronically,
Yeah.
that's my job.
Chronically online.
it is very chronically online, but I'm kind of this makes me sound chronically online, but I'm really hoping she's on Book Talk because that's been used all over Book Talk.
So you think she's a book talk girl?
I think she might be a Book Talk girly. If you ever want to talk about Throne of Glass or A Court of Thorns and Roses, come on our podcast and we can talk about it behind the
Dirty,
scenes.
nasty fairy books?
No, they're not.
I don't know anything. I don't read.
Especially not Throne of Glass.
No, I don't read.
Nothing happens
I'm
until
illiterate.
the 6th book in the series.
The fact that you know that.
Empire of Storms is when that happens. It's the second to last book in the series. It's an epic fantasy novel about the powers of good and evil. I could start a whole nother podcast on. You agree? Yep.
Oh
yep.
my goodness.
It is the best enemies to lovers, and it's not one of the ones where you expect them to fall in love. This is completely unrelated to skating.
Please, we need
But
more
if she's
talk.
on Book Talk, you need to talk to her about it.
Loud in the she's
Madeline is so
Olivia Kaiser,
passionate
come
right
on
now.
our show.
Oh my
We'd
word.
have to do it at like 2 a.m.
Right? Oh my.
Anyways,
Oh,
read
wait,
Throne of
speaking
Glass.
TikTok music. Do you see the guy also from France in the men's
France!
the Bad Bunny remix one?
What?
There's a Bad
But I love
So
Bad
it's-
Bunny.
You know how Bad Bunny samples that one like orchestral piece?
Yeah.
In that, you know, when last year when I did the man TikTok, where then it was like really trending back then, and then he took the original piece of the music and put it with the Bad Bunny one.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it, kind of hate it.
I know it's one of those you have to love to hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Because
totally
he does
know.
it well. So
Bad
people do
Bunny
well.
is amazing. Bad Bunny, come on our podcast. That's not gonna
That's
happen.
never happened. Imagine the title being Bad Bunny talks about skating.
You know what? It could be the best podcast we've ever done.
Let's email his team.
You know what? It would maybe they're secretly like a skating fan. You never
For
know.
all we know,
He
Bad Bunny
might be a
could love.
book talk fan.
Oh
Book
my
Talk
gosh.
plus. You know what? Actually, okay. Isabel Levito also loves those, like all those books. I think Gracie Gold does as well. Likes all the fantasy books. I want to do a skating book talk crossover episode.
I would be like,
Books.
Skaters talk
Isabel
books.
reminds me of is those little like they're for like younger girls, but it's the fairy book with
The Rainbow Fairies.
Yeah, the rainbow. She is a rainbow fairy.
Not ice. Oh my
No,
goodness.
that's
Can we?
compliments.
No, we actually need to talk about this for a second.
I don't know what any of that means.
There has been an influx on Book Talk of figure skating romance books that don't know anything about actual figure skating. One in
Are you saying
particular,
we need to write a figure skating fantasy book?
it's not fantasy.
accurate.
It's just a figure skating. There's this one in particular where there's this pairs skater, and guess what jump they're doing? A quad Lutz.
Nope. Not gonna happen. Side by side? Are they doing side by side?
They are doing side-by-side quad Lutzes.
Yes.
That's totally doable, guys. It's so realistic.
I'm waiting for someone to do this now. It'll be Deanna and Maxine.
Yeah, it's just... Also, her lifestyle is not... We don't all date hockey players. Yeah, they're all like
I
figure
have
skating,
never
hockey
dated a
player
hockey player.
romances.
They're disgusting.
They smell.
like ass, like
Oh.
donkey. They smell like donkey.
Oh, they smell. Hockey players smell. Guys, bathe. Wash your
But
gear.
anyways,
Please.
if you're gonna write a figure skating book and you're not a figure skater, okay, but do a little bit of research.
Why'd you go for a quad? Come on, double.
Also,
triple,
if
a
you're
single.
at the level of being an Olympian or anywhere close to that, your lifestyle is not gonna be a college frat house.
Yeah, you're not gonna party all the time.
You're not allowed
You're
to
not
party.
gonna
You
drink.
can't go out past 8 p.m.
No, because you have to be on the ice at like 7.
And you can't have anything in your system.
Right?
No.
They're gonna
Because
test
you
you.
get drug tested all the time.
Yep.
You live, eat, breathe, skate.
Yes,
Yeah.
literally.
If you were at that, that is what a lot of people don't get, is that you
Your
to get
job
to
is
that
9 to
level
5.
is
Yep.
the amount of dedication is just. Anyways,
Yeah.
Grand Prix
digress.
France.
Yeah.
What were we originally talking about?
I don't know.
my
Someone was
camera
on a
still
book
on?
talk.
No!
Well, let's go with the final thoughts. So next week is the Grand Prix NHK.
Yes.
And then we've got Finlandia. And then we've got China. And we'll get to see Alyssa again and Lindsay Thorngren for the first time next week. Brady and Kaori, who
Ooh.
we love. We love.
An interesting mix.
It'll be a great mix. So we've got 3 more before we get to finals. And we still haven't seen Luna, whose name I cannot ever pronounce.
Do we know when Luna, does she have any scheduled Grand Prix right now? Do we know what
Is it
she's
China?
doing?
Producer? I think
Come on,
so.
I'm kidding.
I think so. I think she's doing, I don't remember which one she's doing.
Okay.
I'm being super honest. I have no idea which one she's doing. But
Luna Hendricks.
if we ended today, our final standings will be Wakaba, Amber, Kaori, Nina, Rinka, and Reno. And of that list, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them have only done one competition. Amber, Kaori, Rinka, and Reno.
So a lot can still change.
So there's a lot to change.
And Nina will most likely be bumped from her spot because she just had not the best skate in France.
Right. France!
France!
And we finished our baguette because it was delicious.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
I think
Yeah.
I ate an entire baguette.
Oh, it
There'll
was
be,
so good
like,
though.
periodically throughout the video, just some bread will be, like, missing on it.
Yeah, right, I know. Ah,
Finland.
she does Finlandia for Luna.
Yep.
Luna.
That makes
Lovely.
sense.
Yeah. So final thoughts. What do we think about this week?
It was a meh week.
Meh.
And not saying the skaters were meh, it just felt, eh.
And could that be because we were thinking about our own
I
competition?
think so. I think this week
Yeah.
we weren't really focused on.
As a contrast, I really enjoyed this event. But
Right.
I think it's just because I took more time
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Yep.
I think the shorts were better than the long programs.
Yeah.
I
Like,
agree.
I feel like they were stronger.
They're just powerful. Like they've got that pop, they've got the pizzazz, they've got,
the
the
package.
panache, the
package.
package. What are their P words?
The pop.
The pop.
Hopefully not.
The potpourri.
Not the pot.
Not pot.
No, I said pop as in like popping your jumps.
Oh, no, I think she means pop like the razzle dazzle, snippity snap.
No,
right?
we're not popping our jumps in
No.
our short program.
Absolutely
No.
not. No, we do not. No pop.
Papa
Dude.
Doodle Dandy.
Papa doodle do. We've lost
Oh,
it.
we're-
We've
we're
totally
out of
lost
it.
it. We are. Ava's been up since
4.
4.
4:30.
My alarm went off at 5:45.
Wow, that's good.
They both
Yep.
competed.
Yeah, we.
You had a later event start, though. I'm kind of. Why didn't the Aspire kids start the day off? Come on, kids get up at like 2 in the morning.
right.
They're like,
The men. Do we have predictions for U.S. Nationals?
Actually, what I was gonna say. So while I was watching this, is I was thinking, man, Nationals is gonna be amazing this
it's going to be
year.
amazing.
It's gonna be fun too. I don't think I was as well versed with the rest, other than like maybe 3 skaters. I wasn't as well versed with the U.S. skaters. So I think this one's gonna be really exciting.
I think it's going to be great because we've got Alyssa, we've got Brady, we've got Amber. We've got
Elise.
Isabeau. We've got
Isabeau.
Elise.
Oh my God, we do.
Like,
We have a
you
lot.
guys, who's gonna win nationals?
We have Sarah Everhart.
Oh my God, Sarah.
Wow.
It's just gonna be fun.
Oh, and I bet that one girl is gonna qualify who did the quad last year.
Who?
The girl with the program was kind of meh. Oh,
I can't-
Maya
Mia.
This is really good.
We can't read producers' writing.
Mia Callan. Yes,
Oh,
okay, that
okay.
sounds right. Is
Okay.
she the quad girl?
Quad toe.
Quad
Okay,
toe.
Mia Callan will also hopefully be at nationals.
Hopefully.
She had the quad toe.
Oh, Star Andrews.
Yes.
Star, we haven't seen Star.
She's
She
not
didn't
doing
get any
the
Grand
singing.
Prix
She didn't get any
assignments.
Grand Prix assignments, which is kind of a shame because I thought she had a pretty good Grand Prix season last year.
I think they're looking for the consistency, and she doesn't have that all the time.
I will agree with you because I think that's why certain people weren't.
Yes.
Do we feel like
Yeah.
Amber is having more consistency this season than last season?
Yes.
She's handling her disappointment in the moment better.
I think we could all learn from Amber's mental skills.
Correct.
I think that what we've, especially personally, learned at skating is the mental skills. It's half the
Uh-huh.
battle. Or
Phone
most
her
of the
up.
battle.
We'll get her on the podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's
Actually,
go.
she's active on TikTok, so let's just tag her a million times in this.
Yeah,
let's do
Amber,
it.
come on the podcast.
Amber, we love you. And Jason. Amber and Jason.
Yeah.
We never talked about
Yeah.
Jason.
Josephine. Oh, God, we
Lee.
forgot about Josephine
Oh.
Lee.
Wow, that's gonna be
this
a
is
good
really fun.
nationals.
Do we have anything to say about the men's pairs ice dance events
I
for
didn't
Skate
watch them.
France?
I didn't. I watched the dance a little bit. France!
The team from Georgia didn't do as well as last week. I was kind of sad about that.
I'll be honest, I fell asleep during the dance. So
Or was
it was
Georgia
post competition for me.
I don't remember.
I don't
the
know.
ones together.
I don't know. I'm disappointed in the men. Get it together.
It was a bad short.
Somebody's got to beat Ilya. Somebody's got to at least compete against Ilya.
Yes.
This is what I'm trying
that's
to
huge.
remember. The guy, the Andrew guy that fell during his step sequence in the short, and he was like first to go. Was he the guy that did the Freddie Mercury program combination last year that everyone went crazy over?
I don't
he just
remember.
has different.
I
hair
remember the
color this year.
costume.
It was the long red with
Mhm.
the lines.
Yep, I remember the costume, but I don't remember if that was him.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Man,
Was there anything you guys wanted to touch up on about how your events went this weekend? We had our own.
oh,
Wait, maybe we
Autumn
should talk
Skate
about this. This
Fest.
could be the second segment of the. We have plenty of time.
I have a boo boo from my
What
jumps
did you
program.
do?
Oh, I bit it on the first axle.
Oh.
And I smacked the ice and it immediately black
Oh.
and blue. And then, of course, coach is like, why did you pop the second one? I'm like, my hand hurt.
So you guys both did jumps.
Yeah.
And
Ava
you both
beat
did
me.
free skate.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys were in the same jump?
Okay,
Yes.
long story short.
She skated up.
I skated up because I was told in the thing that we get full ice. And then I didn't read the fine print that says at the competition they can choose full or half ice for that level. So
Oh.
I never would have skated up. But in a way, I think it was maybe more fair slightly to my other competitors that did silver. So I feel better about my
Yeah.
decision.
Was not fair to the actual gold skater.
No, it wasn't.
I don't care. That was my own oopsie because I
think it
nailed the
was our
silly thing
warm-up.
in warm up.
It was good.
Nailed it. Kate's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm done. I got off like 30 seconds early, 45 seconds early. I'm like,
I
I'm
think I
not doing
just
that
stand
again.
around, I'm like, I don't want to be here. That's kind of my look.
That was totally your look yesterday.
And
Like,
then today, after my warm up, I was first to go, and I came over to Kate, and I was like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't even want to do this. And then I probably squeezed the living daylights out of her hands.
did you?
But she was like, give me your hands. I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to be here.
See, and I don't even do that. I'm like, I'm good.
Usually, when I'm in a better mood, I do a fist bump. So I could tell Kate knew I was really nervous because there was no fist bump this time.
No.
With like, you got this, I don't worry. It was squeeze my hands.
Yeah, and
do
you were
this.
super nervous. You were more shaky than I usually see you.
I think it's because my mom was talking about this where when I did my first year of bronze and then my first year of pre-bronze, I wasn't aware of what was at stake.
Yeah.
And at nationals, I now understand my first year at nationals at bronze, I was dancing during my like 4 or 5 minute warm up and it pissed everybody off because I was genuinely happy to be there.
Right.
They were where I am now where they're like, I know what's at stake. Like if I don't make top 4, I don't make the qualifying round.
Right.
And like, and there was, and for me, I was just like, I'm just happy to be here.
Right.
I'm from Minnesota, and I think people probably hate me for that.
Right? No. How do you get back to that?
I don't know.
You know.
I think maybe now, given that my group size was like 9 people, and I did really well being extremely nervous and having mistakes that if I didn't have those mistakes, it probably would be a different outcome. Like, I feel more confident in myself, and now I have many months before my next event, so I'm not going a month.
Because we don't compete until January again.
When you do get the nerves, do you feel it always before you skate, during you skate, or all of the above?
It's usually like before I skate, and sometimes in the warm-up, like I will feel like I am going to pass out or like vomit everywhere. And in the moment when I'm doing my program, I kind of switch off and I'm just like, okay, I need to get this done. And then that element gets done. And I black out in my programs. I don't remember landing the flip. I don't remember going into the flip axle. I remember finishing my first jump and going, I get tunnel vision too when I compete, and I was like, that was pretty good. I heard people clapping. And then I turned around and I did the arm up thing, and I went, I really don't want to do this jump. And then I was like, nope, you're doing it. And then it was really good.
Yep.
I don't remember landing it. I just remember the footwork after it. And then I remember the next thing, I was on my back like a turtle.
Yes, you were.
I think I'm just going to go for the camel grab for a level 1. And then as I was in the camel, which is kind of why my leg was bent because I was going to do the grab, I was like, go for the sit, like just see what you get. It got a lot of positive GOE. I was
that's
really
good.
happy about that.
That's good. Oh yeah, I got positive GOE on my combo spin.
Ooh, yeah, they were very generous to us today. I was very
didn't get my level, but got my positive GOE. So yeah. No, to be fair, judge reviewed it. I didn't have enough reps.
Okay.
It was the correct call. We didn't like it.
Yeah.
But it was the correct call.
Do you ever have that feeling, though, when you're in the middle of compete? Like, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy competing, and I love skating, but when you're in the middle of your program, and you're like, why did I sign up for this? Oh, I have to finish this.
Oh, see, I never get that.
Before.
Like, you never get that.
And then, it's just every now and then.
Your
I'm like,
meditation ways.
I don't have meditation. It's literally, I did my first audition when I was 5. Like,
yeah. But then at some point during it, I like let go, and I'm like, oh, this is really fun. I'm performing. This is great. It really depends on, I don't know, the nerves. And
I don't get nervous. I never have. My dad used to say I have ice water running through my veins.
So mine about the nerves is I'll always feel like, I always feel like I need to pee before because I'm nervous.
I had that today. I actually needed to go to the bathroom today, but I'm like, I literally had 4 minutes, and I'm like, I need someone to unzip me, and there no time.
For people that aren't figure skaters, if you're wearing a dress, it's like you gotta take the whole dress off. Basically, it's just whole.
You can't
conundrum.
let it get dirty on the floor, so there's this whole weird squat situation.
Oh, and you have to hope that you don't lose 17 rhinestones as you're taking the thing off.
Yeah. So you gotta be very delicate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then my Cruella dress, it's like
you have a side hook.
It's like these weird hooks that are really, really annoying to get together, and it takes me a hot minute.
Well, and this one, the one that I'm wearing now, has an invisible zipper in it, so like I have to like.
Oh boy!
I can't do it by myself. Yeah, it's not good.
Process.
It's a process. Excuse me.
And then I also have to somehow time because I have long gloves that I need to tape.
Oh.
So I need to. Specifically had a long time having to deal with their dress.
You can't specify the amount of time, but it was
costume
a lot.
Yes, let's do some skating trivia.
Fill some time.
All right, skating trivia.
Our next segment is skating trivia.
Wait, we have to do a drum roll.
Da, 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 da. Skating trivia.
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah.
Frauds!
If you can't tell, we're delirious.
We're totally delirious.
Episode.
And we love that was it Miss Universe? Pageant when she said frauds.
Can we insert a clip of her doing that?
We need to.
We can. I don't think that's copyrighted.
No, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I
for
put
real
in,
estate.
Kate's program
I
last
saw
week,
that.
And I gotta text her. I'll be like, watch the podcast. Did you watch it?
She hasn't caught the first one yet either.
I haven't told her that we did that.
I didn't
And it
either.
was like,
it was so cute.
Like
Tell her
moments of the program.
to start with the second episode.
Yeah, I'd be like, skip to a minute.
I don't like how I sound in the first episode.
Oh my goodness.
I think the first one was kind of
Ava might not sound good in this one.
Okay,
yeah, that's true.
Trivia question. Who is number 1 in the senior ladies internationally this season?
Kaori Sakamoto.
That's what I was thinking. It's either Kaori or Wakaba.
Yeah, Kaori.
Wait, as in terms of Grand Prix so far? Or like if we're going off of Worlds?
Do you know what's running
singing
through my head
is
right now?
Kaori.
HOTDOGO.
Did anyone watch the exhibition?
I couldn't find it. Did you watch it?
They don't
No, I
have a
wanted
replay
to.
for it. You have to watch it live.
I just saw a clip of Amber.
That's
doing,
what I saw,
hot
too.
She did the hot
thing.
to go.
And that's why it's in my head. Yeah.
Please tell me she made a TikTok being like, I hope they play hot to go. And then, like,
She did.
Okay, good.
Yes, because I saw that too. It was great. And so now and she was in like a all international.
Oh, the Challenger. Okay, I have to think.
Oh.
Well, then it's not Kaori because she did not do that well in the Challenger series.
That's why I was thinking Wakaba.
Amber? Amber won. Oh,
Do, do,
it's
do,
an American though,
do,
because
do,
Alyssa won. Did Amber come in first? Sarah Everhart. Am I close?
I don't have any ideas.
Should we put in final? What's our final answer?
Wakaba.
Wakaba?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did she do the Challenger
I
series?
have no idea.
I truly have no idea because I wasn't paying any attention.
We're gonna say
Final answer is Sarah Everhart.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes!
Lise? Really?
How
Wow.
did she win?
Wow. Okay.
I'll just say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She won number one and she got second at Premier League.
Oh,
She did.
I forgot.
She's done 2 Grand Prix so far.
Okay. Unexpected.
We know who the number one for men is, right? Like that's got to be Ilya.
Duh.
I mean,
Yeah. It's just.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Someone has to step up.
Yeah. Who did he have to compete with before? Who retired? Really famous skater. I should really.
You
just
know
have
that
this on
guy
top of
in
my
that
That one
deal.
guy.
He wears skates?
and pants.
There's that one video of him tripping in the hallway.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No,
Wait, what-
really,
what
really
country is he from?
Stupidly famous.
Yuzu?
Yes,
Yuzuru Hanyu.
He was.
Yeah.
He.
Oh,
gave
the whole thing
competition.
where it was the whole from the Olympics. He tripped
Yeah,
on the hole
yeah,
and it cost. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry
ice.
that was the way that I described. Remember,
You know that really famous one.
the one
one
that
guy.
almost also landed a quad axle
Right.
in competition.
Yeah. Okay.
But it wasn't clean, so Ilya
If
did
he
it
was in his
first.
prime, I think he would have definitely been able to do
Probably.
it. It was just nearing.
What's
the end.
next?
Highest total score this season is for men or women?
I think that would be ever so men. Oh, women. We are doing women.
Amber.
Kaori.
I'm gonna say Amber,
Well, Carrie got a
Mostly.
206, so what did Amber get?
mostly because triple axle.
Oh, maybe not.
Because I don't think Amber's come close to the...
I think Amber did she get 210?
then
My
it is
sister
Amber.
says 210.
Ooh.
Hold on, I can look. I actually have that in front of me.
Are you
Somewhere.
This is trivia.
No, I'm not looking at who's got the total score. I'm looking at her total score, 210.
Oh, so then that would
Yeah,
be
so I
it.
was confirming my sister's guess of 210.
Amber.
And then Ilya got 301.
Yeah.
Are we right?
We're not right? There was a higher than 210? Wow. Shimada got 224.68.
Wait,
Where?
when?
Challenger series, I'm betting.
Or international competition in Japan, I think. 'Cause they've been doing their own Challenger series type thing. Yeah, wow.
What does that stand for? Grand Prix.
That's what it said. I have no idea what it means. But Japan Grand Prix primary outlook lovely.
Official. Yeah, lovely.
Something.
I
Figure skating.
don't know.
Edges.
Producer is
That
still
was
writing.
An edge call.
That was totally an edge call. 40 yards.
Okay, if we ever say some
Junior
Junior
Grand Prix
Solidarity
Really
Cup.
I don't know what that is.
What's a Solidarity Cup? Like, I'm feeling solidarity with you falling down.
Poland.
Poland. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
More trivia.
Name all the figure skaters ever.
Ready, go, Liz. 10 seconds. Is the tech minimum for senior worlds? Oh.
I have no
You're
idea.
talking
Combined?
combined?
126.
125.
$1.
That's just the free skate score.
That makes sense. 100 cents.
1760.
What? Girl.
I don't lower?
Tech. It's
Was
a
I
tech.
right?
85.
Oh, just tech score.
Just tech score, you guys.
Oh, not
85.
85. 88.
80.
$1.
We suck.
Come on down. You're the next contestant.
We just all say 70. What's the answer? Our final
80.
answer is 70.
90. Oh, we
90.
were close.
No, we weren't.
We were
I said 85.
$1.
I said 85.
I'm really tired.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Guys, we
you said
might-
tech score, and my mind just went to score completely.
No, we might need to wrap this one up.
Debbie, I'm going to be really tired tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Are
I'm
you guys
sorry.
going skating
Oh
tomorrow?
yeah, I'll be
Yes.
skating tomorrow.
Does
We're
that mean
gonna.
I have to get up?
We are doing Nina's opening pose tomorrow.
What?
Oh,
What is
next
next
week.
week?
Next week is the Grand Prix NHK. We'll get to see Alyssa, Lindsay, Brady, and Kaori for next week.
That'll be good.
But we're gonna wrap it up because we're a smidge punchy.
Yeah.
It's been up a while.
You may not have noticed, but you should follow us, subscribe, like, tell your friends, call your grandma, and be like, "These girls are really funny."
Yeah.
Because we adore you and we appreciate the follows and the comments. Oh, and go and rate the podcast. And if you rate it less than 5 stars, it's an edge call. And I'm not talking an exclamation point. It is a full-on-y.
Yeah. You did a flip when you meant to do a lot. It's
Yeah.
not cute.
No, sorry.
$1.
This has been Let's Talk About Skating. Like, comment, and subscribe.
See you
Down
next.
below.
See you next
See you next
week.
time.
See you next week.
This was so bad. Bye.
We got an edge call.